Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Last Stand Gamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at the M3 Lee. Now, this tank, surprisingly, is one of my favourites to use. What's really strange about it, though, is you have to understand that each weapon is really designed for a different situation. The top weapon is almost like a needle. It's designed to pierce into particular areas of the tank and knock out certain crew members, where the lower cannon is more of a just hit it and try to blow the crap out of that tank cannon. You've also got 230 cals, but they don't really make too much difference. We're going to jump into a few games with this tank and let's get some kills with it. So jumping straight into the action with the M3 Lee, the first thing that you really need to understand is the height of this vehicle. This thing is so bloody high, it got me in many situations where people would see me just cruise by over the top of a wall and take a pot shot at me. So as I'm going up against this Stug here, he tries to aim up at the upper part of my hull to stop me going, and I'm switching quite precisely between both of my weapons to do the maximum amount of damage. So you'll notice that the top gun, like I said before, is a very pinpoint weapon. I need to hit people with it to stop them from actually killing me. Where the gun on the bottom, I'm just aiming it into the hull indiscreetly, just trying to do some serious damage. So in this situation, I'm firing both cannons at the same time into the top area, trying to do as much damage as possible to stop them turning around. My main focus with this Lee is to try to stop the gunners and the turret from working. Purely, that buys me enough time to follow up with a second shot with the smaller turret into them key areas. Since the smaller turret fires a lot faster, it allows me to do that, and that's probably why I really like this tank. And as I'm approaching this little corner here, I get a nasty surprise. I bet you can't guess what it is. It is a cheeky BT rolling around, but the only thing about the BT is the turret is mighty slow on that thing, so using my pinpoint massive cannon, I fire one straight into his turret, wiping the whole of his crew out. So I'm going to be jumping around in this video. I'm going to be moving to a different clip. Now this one is on the factory warehouse, and I'm just rolling in. Another problem, once again, you can see just how tall this guy is. He's going to be sticking out over walls, and he just makes himself a great target. But having two weapons online like this allows me to thread one to stop him in the engine bay, the other cannon going into his crew, stopping him from shooting back. And the second shot finishes him off. Now, my tactic with this little tank was to cruise around areas that players wouldn't really expect me to be in, just kind of work my way through the lines quite slowly. The M3 Lee is quite good at being slowly, so I spot this Puma lurking up here, fire two shots into him, he returns a shot back at me, taking out my gunner, so I've still got one gun online, thank God. Fire a second shot doing no damage into him at all, and now I need to reload this gun and get a shot into a critical area. So there you go, I'm aiming a little bit higher because the gun on the hull is a lot lower from where the turret actually aims. Because the main viewpoint from the gunner seems to be from the turret above that. Makes it a little bit difficult to aim at a certain moment in time. So in that situation, my upper barrel penetrated, my lower gun didn't do any damage. So I'm using the quick reload of that higher gun to penetrate and take out the crew members extremely fast. That's why I love this little combination. There's nothing like putting two guns on a tank, and especially two quite competent guns. Now in this situation, I wanted to show you what happens when someone catches you a little bit off guard and you've not got your big gun to actually save your bacon. So in this situation, I'm quite far up behind enemy lines. I've got a guy to the front trying to find me with his machine gun, and I've got the guy who's just damaged my engine bay to the rear. So I put some fire on him through the wall to slow him down, and now I need to spin my upper turret as fast as I possibly can to take out this guy lurking up behind me. And the thing with this turret is I have to be pinpoint precise, or else I'm a dead man here. So the first target is going to be his gunner, so he can no longer shoot at me. There we go, he's out of there as well as his commander. And now the second shot is going to go into his driver's bay, just to stop him from moving. He's popped smoke trying to conceal himself, but I know where his positions are. I'm just going to thread a second shot through there. And since this is a realistic battle, it does make it even more challenging. I'm getting into the realistic battles even more now, after you guys have requested a little bit more of them. Get the tank back online, and we're going to cruise around this corner and cause a little bit more damage to a cheeky flak panzer who thought he could sneak up behind me. There he is, the bugger. Hate them flak panzers, bloody hate them. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching as I roll around this corner and take this guy out. And what would you like to see next time? Would you like to see a little bit longer gameplay clips like I've been doing in the past, or would you like something a little bit shorter and straight to the action like this one? Anyway, request your tank for next time in the comment section below, and I will see you next time.